We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's what's happening. The Labor Department announced the Consumer Price Index, a broad measure of the price for everyday goods, including gasoline, groceries, and rents, rose 9.1% in June from a year ago. Prices jumped 1.3% in the one-month period from May. Those figures were both far higher than the 8.8% headline figure and 1% monthly gain forecast by Raffinity economists. It marks the fastest pace of inflation since December 1981. So-called core prices, which exclude more volatile measurements of food and energy, climbed 5.9% from the previous year. Core prices also rose 0.7% on a monthly basis, higher than in April and May, suggesting that underlying inflationary pressures remain strong and widespread. The latest group to come out against transgender children is former transgender children. A trans activist woman who detransitioned in 2018 has sparked controversy. Charlie Evans, age 28, from Newcastle, UK, says hundreds of people who want to return to their original gender have contacted her since she announced her detransition and stopped taking her hormone therapy. Evans was born female, but decided to live as a male for almost 10 years before detransitioning. She says she has received a huge response since announcing that she would no longer be identifying as a male or taking her testosterone therapy. Hundreds of people, just 30 in the Newcastle area alone, have contacted her seeking help, either asking her to speak out or to help them find support over their decision to detransition. The number of young people seeking gender transition is at the highest it has ever been, but little is reported about how many of them regret the decision later, finding they are unhappy with their new gender. Evans, who made her story public last year, says she is shocked by the number of people who have contacted her, saying they have found themselves in a similar position to her. Children cannot consent to sex because kids are developmentally unable to make decisions about things they don't understand, including sexual activity. These detransitioning individuals are coming out saying children should not be allowed to transition because they cannot understand the consequences. Furthermore, they're finding that transitioning from one gender to another does not always alleviate the gender dysphoria that they are suffering from. Google parent Alphabet plans to slow hiring and investments through next year, the company's CEO told employees in a Tuesday email that was viewed by CNBC. Like all companies, we're not immune to economic headwinds, the CEO wrote in the memo. We need to be more entrepreneurial, working with greater urgency, sharper focus, and more hunger than we've shown on sunnier days. Alphabet shares have fallen 21% in 2022 as rising borrowing costs drag down technology and other companies focused on growth. Alphabet's growth slowed to 23% in the first quarter, down from 34% in the same period last year, as the company reopened following broad coronavirus pandemic closures. A Google spokesperson has declined to comment. The Biden administration appears to be moving ahead with plans to nominate anti-abortion attorney Chad Meredith for a federal judgeship. The nomination had been scheduled to be announced June 24th, the day the Supreme Court announced its decision in Dobbs v. Jackson, Women's Health Organization, and overturned Roe v. Wade, the 1973 ruling that legalized abortion nationwide. The Biden administration reportedly told Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, Democrat, on June 23rd that it planned to nominate Meredith to the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Kentucky the following day, but the nomination was postponed in the wake of the Dobbs ruling. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.